Friends, we are at 83, episode number 83 of YouTube handle @success sauce and interview talk 786. I will not get tired of saying that almighty blessing will come because of 786. As it had come to Big B, so it will come to us and me because of all of your blessings, good wishes and well-being. And hashtag Tear Fear Fury 7B.3. That means chapter for skill for thrilling, lesson 3. Here I would talk about some funny situation, not so funny situations, but those are part of life and you have to accept them as they come. So the first story that I am going to tell you is about my keeping awake for 5 nights continuously. Why? Because from Chandigarh I was to come to Calcutta. I had taken 30 days leave, all sanctioned and everything. Just 5 days before, my boss says, this is a very important job. You have to get it done before you go. Otherwise, your leave will be cancelled. Maybe leave would not be cancelled, would not have been cancelled, but I took it seriously. I went back to my seat and tried to figure out how long will I take to work it out to solve the problem. I found out that it is 5 days and 5 nights I have to work out. Then on the 6th day, means before going for leave, I'll be able to complete this and submit to the boss. That time I was alone at Chandigarh and my family was at Calcutta. I did exactly that. For 5 nights I did not sleep at all. Even for half an hour I did not sleep. Whole night I kept awake, and that was for 5 days. I completed the job and then submitted. My boss was surprised. He said, I had told you jokingly, I knew that it cannot be done in 5 days. I said, sir, I did not sleep for last 5 days and I have completed the job. He said, you are very serious on everything. Anyway, the job is done. Now how will you compensate the sleep? I said, sir, I am going by train from Chandigarh to Howrah. It takes 36 hours. And 36 hours I'll be sleeping. I'll make up 5 days sleep during the journey. He said, very fine calculation, very fine calculation. And I did exactly the same. My friend's mother was going along with me and I told her, please wake me up during the lunch time and the dinner time and let me sleep and take care of my luggage, please. She said, okay. And I slept for 36 hours continuously. I woke up when the train was entering Howrah station, absolutely fresh. So that was one. Then similarly, there was a situation at Telco where I had to work late night and I found that I would need about 30 hours sleep. And how did I do it? On Saturday after lunch, I went to bed and I got up on Sunday at 8 p.m. almost about 30 hours later, and my friends had knocked at the door of the graduate engineers hostel of Telco, and they thought I must have gone somewhere else, and they found me asleep when I got up at 8 p.m. on Sunday. So these are the skills you have to develop, at least I developed. And then similarly, certain rules you have to follow always. I had a scooter, and at Chandigarh roads were all empty. So wide roads, empty roads, you do not have to signal at every point. But I continuously practice that. If I am going on the right, I will take my right hand up. And everybody was smiling and joking that how are you so serious that on an empty road you are showing right hand? Just like proof is in the eating of pudding. Similarly, once myself and my wife were returning home after seeing midnight pictures at 12 o'clock midnight. And as usual, it had become my instinct. I raised my right hand to turn right and whizzed past a foreign car which was moving at 150 miles per hour and without any noise, without any sound. Just because of my indication of right hand, it had taken a big curve and saved me from both of us getting dead on spot. So how discipline helps, this is an example. Similarly, discipline helps when you are driving. Your eyes must be on the road. Your eyes must be anticipating something from the pavement or other places coming onto the road. You cannot take your eyes away even for a second. And that is how I saved myself. There was a Kamagata Maru Congress session at Chandigarh, little away from Chandigarh, near Mohali, about 15 kilometers away from Chandigarh, and our factory was near that place. So, and 80 feet, 100 feet wide road had been made, all the cars had been traveling all these 5 days of the session. Then on the 6th day, I was using that road to go to my factory, and lo and behold, I saw a big crater. The whole road has collapsed 15 feet below. If I was not glued to the road, I would have killed myself. I would have fallen into the ditch of 15 feet along with my scooter. Similarly, if you are sticking to the road, you can save life, just as it had happened in my case. Suddenly I found, when I was traveling at say 50 kilometers per hour on my scooter, suddenly I found a baby coming onto the road, and he has just learned walking. He is tottering on the road and quietly coming to me. He does not understand what is accident, what is safe, what is unsafe, and his mother is away smiling, looking at her son. And I was perplexed. I was slowly reducing my speed. Even then I found that the speed will be 20, 30 at the time I reached the baby. So, and it will hit the iron stick of the starter, it will break his bone. So what I did was, at that time of reaching his place, I took my right leg out so that let him hit my right leg and fall down on the floor and save himself from injury and be all right. So that is what happened. He fell on the road with some bruises. His mother came running, said, thank you, sir, you have saved my child's life. These are all small skills. But added together, it becomes an ocean. Similarly, on a particular road, I had traveled in the morning to go to my friend's place on Sunday, and then while returning at 9 o'clock in the night, I didn't know that there is some construction going on. A pile of sand was put on that, and that part of the road was not properly lighted, and my scooter came straight into the sand. What I did was, and my wife was at the pillion with my child, and the servant was on the second pillion. I slowly tilted the scooter with my control so that they can get down from the scooter without getting hurt. They did so, and nothing had happened. I had pulled the scooter up and again started and gone home. Similarly, there was a situation when at Chandigarh, at Sector 17, that is like Crawford Market or New Market, Crawford Market of Bombay, New Market of Calcutta, central place, busy place, posh place, and the main crossing, my clutch snapped and motorcycle had stopped. My wife was there in the pillion, she got down. I was pushing the motorcycle, it is not moving. The constable came running that please move the motorcycle away, it will create an accident. I said, okay, I am doing that, but please help me. I am putting in the second gear, you push me. So all around people were seeing that constable is pushing my motorcycle, and it took the start, and I leaped forward and went beyond. So that is how things work with your presence of mind. Thank you.